All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man, hope everybody's having a great Friday. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. Move that back real quick. First of all, man, let me say I thank everybody that's continued to support the channel. I know my videos hasn't been, they ain't been at the pace they normally are. I've been slowing down, man, mainly because, like I said before, you know what I'm saying, I'm had some school going on. I got a lot of other things going on, and then I got this toothache, and it got really bad, and so I can't have the actual root canal done until next week. But they gave me like some pain medicine, the real stuff. I don't want to say the good stuff, the real stuff, and so it's kind of had me drowsy, man, and my energy ain't been where it normally is. But I wanted to check in with you guys, first of all, to give you guys that explanation, because y'all know that's not how I do it, man. You know, I like to keep them coming. But life happens sometimes, and sometimes you got to take care of yourself. But I want to talk about this whole Los Angeles Lakers and Chris Paul thing going on, because a lot of people are like, oh, if they get Chris Paul, it's over. But Chris Paul got, that contract is huge, man. That contract he got is huge. So my thing is Chris Paul that big of a upgrade from Rondo in the playoffs? Because no, I get it. During regular season, there's times when you're like, it just ain't gonna work. Like, but then in playoff Rondo, as much as he don't like that term, is a real thing, man. It's a real thing. Now, they haven't talked about Rajon. Well, ain't no talk. He is gonna opt out of his option, and maybe hit the market and see what he can get. But the thing, even with that, is he's only going to go to a few places, places with a champ. You got to either be a crazy contract, or it's a team with a chance to actually bring home a title. I think at this point there's nothing else for him to prove. So I think that's the only way it happens if he. But I do think it'll be so. Could the Lakers bring him back? I think so, but for the money that you because I think they only paid him 2.6 this year. So they bring him back for 7 when I think Chris Paul, I'm not 100% sure what his contract is, but it is up in the high 30s or low 40s, right? That's a big difference, man. Do you get that much added value with Chris Paul over Rondo? Because, I mean, I get it, man. I like, don't get me wrong, I love what Chris Paul took and embraced being a part of the young core in New Orleans. Not New Orleans, Oklahoma, my apologies. That young core, and they have some good pieces. But there was no one there to challenge him as leadership. It's been universally known that he and his teammates don't get along that good. Like, and it, you know, when it started off with Harden and him, it was like they're gonna work in the offseason, they're gonna build it, they're gonna make it work. They was committed. That lasted for about a year, and then that fell apart. Well, in LA, it was like they was working. When I say LA, I mean the Clippers, with him and Blake Griffin never quite gelled, right? But then you look at him in New Orleans, there wasn't really nobody there to challenge him. He was the guy that worked. Oklahoma City, wasn't really nobody gonna challenge him. That worked. He could play the mentor. He could play the big brother. He was the guy. I think you go to Los Angeles, not only are you dealing with a LeBron, who's a four-time champion, 4-time MVP, just led his third team to a championship. Now you're dealing with a world champion, Anthony Davis, that ain't just gonna let you come in and bump gums to him. You know, he feeling himself, rightfully so. You know, so that dynamic to me, man, will be real interesting. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna be like, oh, if they made the move, it was stupid. I just don't know because if you put his contract next to AD, because AD gonna get the max. LeBron already getting the max. Now you really just trying to put little fillers. And and Chris Paul is not a guy whose trajectory is upward. He's on the downslide. I mean, yeah, he's doing great, right? Like, he's playing well with these young guys. He's making it work. But his trajectory is not shooting up at this point. So I don't know, man. If they can bring Rondo back, I'm good. I think it'll be, maybe I'm wrong, man. My Laker Nation, y'all gonna let me know if I'm wrong on this one. I don't know if it's worth it to, like, I'm from the South, man. I'm originally from the South. Little city. Shout out to my city, Havana, Florida. Right outside of Tallahassee. I'm from the South, like really from the South, and we got a little saying down there. If leave well enough alone. And what that means is, if it's working, why bother it, right? Like, leave well enough alone. It's working. So what you got just won you a championship. Now people are gonna say, oh, but it's gonna be tough next year with the Warriors gonna be back. Okay. The Clippers with Ty Lue. That's a whole nother video I want to make on that Clippers and Ty Lue thing. I know I did the video of introducing him. Not introducing him. The video of when it first broke about the news. But I really want to dive into that subject, man, which is gonna be very, very important. Because it's something that I want to talk about, but I say that for a later video. But also when you look at bringing Chris Paul in, is it that much? I'm sorry. I just want to know, is it that much of an upgrade? Is it that much of an upgrade? Because you can say, well, Rondo can't shoot. Well, he was shooting when it mattered. Give me a guy that can play that can. And I'm not saying Chris Paul don't play when it matters. We've never seen him in the final. We don't know. But we know Rondo got a history of picking it up in the playoffs. And that's an X factor that teams have to account for. And I do, like I was saying, the Nets in the East, not too high on. I'm gonna be honest. I get it. On paper, look good. It's not high on the Nets, and I'm gonna tell you guys why later. But the Nets in the East, the Heat gonna come back. They're gonna come back with championship level experience. So that those guys who are younger are gonna get older, mature, and a lot more hungry because they believe, because they were that close. So you got Miami, you got Boston. Don't forget about the Raptors. I still think the Raptors gonna be, and I think they're gonna make some good moves in with that gym they got over there. I try not to say his name sometimes because I butcher it so much, but he's always out there to make a move. So trust, if there's a move to be made that he can get someone there, he's gonna do that. So you got trust in your Majiri, I think. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But trust, so that's out there. So I get it, but. And then you got to think about Chris Paul injury history. His knock on him is his constantly being injured, right? Like, every time he's like, this could be it, he go down. So I don't know, man. And I know Rondo had his injury histories too, but I don't know if it's that big of a. I know the name look good. CP3, that looks good, but is it that, I will be upgrading the regular season, but I care more about the postseason. I care more about bringing another one of them chips back to LA. Where is that right now, baby? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's that big of an upgrade, but we'll see, guys. We'll see. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, may you guys be great. I'll see you guys later, man.